If you are anything like me and are just thinking, maybe we should give these people an education before they jump on Sea-Doos, you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, world that we live in. So happy to have you here. And it is FAFO Friday. So I think you can guess it. It's jet ski edition, Sea-Doo edition, jet ski. Whatever. I think it's kind of one of those. Hey, can you hand me a Kleenex? You mean a tissue? You mean a nasal tip? Whatever you call the thing. Can you hand me a Q-tip? You mean a cotton swab? Like everybody says, Sea-Doo. That's what they mean. Jet ski. Hey, oh yeah. Can you grab the Ranger? That's a side by side that people use for hunting. It's just the names get it. And in kind of the cooler world was Yeti, right? They got any roto molded cooler was, oh yeah, I got a Yeti kind of cooler. Instead of saying roto molded, which the very best, of course, in the business. I'm wearing the hat right now with Canyon Coolers. Period. 15% off your order. Use Go Show as your code. Just the best. The very, very best. So thank you so much for hanging out. And it is FAFO Friday. We're going to do jet ski edition. So a couple of things. We'll just keep that kind of as the theme for Friday because it's summertime. People out on the lakes doing their thing, having a good time, renting jet skis, renting boats. And we'll get to that momentarily, but I want to start with a personal story. I grew up around boats. My father, my biological father, was actually a circle boat race driver. He raced circle boats. He raced boats. So that's how around boats and lakes that I've been around my whole life. Water skied my whole life. My life's goal was to be a professional slalom water skier. I don't even know if that's still a thing. But back in the day, it really wasn't. I can name the bigs of the bigs in that sport. There was a professional slalom ski circuit, and I wanted to be it. I loved just getting out there, sending that big old wake up and feeling that pole and just screaming across the wakes and getting to the other buoy. So much fun. But now I'm old and there's no way I could do it. There's no way. I could not ski. I can't even tell. I definitely couldn't go that fast. I definitely couldn't pull that hard. And it just, man, to be young, man, youth is wasted on the young, right? And so I wanted to do that. That's all I wanted to do. And I've been around the advent of, there were water bikes, jet skis, Sea-Doos, Polaris came into the game. I've watched the evolution of these things, and I played on all of them. And I played hard on all of these things. I was a connoisseur of the jet ski. I have been out in the ocean on jet skis. I have fished from jet skis, Sea-Doos, jet skis. Let's call them jet skis. Can we just, let's go ahead with that. Right. It's my show. It's jet skis. I fished from them, ocean, lake, river, done it all. I've been in every type of body of water you can imagine. Except in getting ready for the show today. And I didn't download the video. There was something off on the video, but it was a guy in the UK that every time the big rain comes, it floods this park and he takes his Sea-Doo out there. He just jet ski out there. I love it. God love it. Because every angler with the sickness like I have, after a big storm, a big monsoon or something like that, it just seems like you see all these big giant puddles. You're like, I wonder if any fish jumped in there. Yeah. I'd fish it. So I've been on there. So I thought it was a pro. I took my daughter, intern Beans. I took intern Beans out for a ride on the Sea-Doo in the Colorado River, and we were having a blast. I was just holding on, and she was in front of me, and she was low. I think she was 14-ish. And she's out, she's driving in, she's full throttle, just tearing it up. And I'm encouraging her. I'm like, let's go. I'm like, I got my camera in front of her, having a great time. Daughter, daddy, daughter, Sea-Doo ride. And we had a great time. Fantastic time. Then, of course, guys, I was seated with her. Kind of in my lap. And I was around her holding on when I was like, let's go do some cool stuff. Safety third, gang. When dad says, let's go, I would say probably in any family, when dad says, kids, let's go do some cool stuff, and there's no parental supervision around other than dad, I don't know, check in your insurance, check your life insurance as well, because dad's going to do some stupid stuff. That's what we do. That's what, when he says, hey, kids, let's go do some fun stuff, that means we're going to do things that we are not supposed to do, including the outdoors. So in just lighting it up, we're having fun doing the big turns and the big, turns that almost stall you out, and you get that big wave over the front, and she's it's so much fun. And then I see this boat. Coming through, and it's cruising, and it's kicking up a wake. I mean, a ramp, wake, ramp, wake, ramp, wake, ramp, wake. Same thing. If you want to Sea-Doo jet ski, a wake is a ramp. Whew. I went full throttle, Grizz. We're gonna do jet skis, buddy. It's good times. This is Linda. We're getting in the story of me and intern Beans on a Sea-Doo doing things that dads do with their kids that are just completely unsafe. So she's in front of me, holding on to the not even handles, holding on to the bar, the thing. I don't know what to call it, big plastic. So she's holding on to it. And we're doing all these cool moves and fun, and water's coming over, we're getting splashed, and we're almost getting knocked out and having a great time. And I see that boat go by, kicking up those big wake ramps for Sea-Doos and jet skis. I full throttle this thing. I hit it. Look, I have jumped so many wakes, both on skis, wakeboards, and Sea-Doos in my life. It's not even, I know where to go. I know the angle to hit. I know the proximity to the boat kicking up the wake to make the best launch. And I'm telling you, nailed it. Dads know. You do stuff like this, anyone knows. You're up in the air, it's almost in slow motion. And I knew I hit it right. I hit it perfect. I don't think I've ever hit anything. We were airborne. And the best thing I should have done as a dad is grab the back of Bean's life vest and just jumped off the back and just tucked. We didn't. Nope. We came down hard, and we were up so high. So understand this: when you were in the motocross world, motorcycles or jet skis, things like that, when you land, you need to be on the throttle. So when you land, you don't just stop. Okay. So I had this thing. I knew I had it wide open. So we'd hit that thing because my big butt was in the back. So we knew I was going to hit first. And if that thing had enough juice, we could get it. We could probably stick it. Nope. We were up that high. So I'm just, yeah. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, whoa, what happened? You okay? Dad, my wrist. She said, my wrist really hurts, Dad. My wrist really hurts, Dad. I hit it when we came down, Dad. It's okay, Beans. Come on. It's okay. Let's go over here. Let's go cove. It's cool water. Let's go dunk it in there. Maybe feel better. Let's kind of test it out. And I'm sweating. Going, I think I just broke my daughter's arm. And dads are coming with me on this. Heart is just starting to crack and slowly peel apart as she's just being strong and being tough. Get her back to the place we were staying. And I get her, I got kind of get her some juice, to get some water, and just get some ice on it. And I say, okay, let me go get something we can wrap this up in. Second, I left the second, and we'd been probably a half hour at this point between the jump and the house. And I'm telling you, the second I left that room, I heard her cry. And I'm like, oh, damn. Heart. We roll into, and trust me, I know Parker emergency room. I know right where it's at. The Falcon in my truck knows exactly how to get there. Just, do you know where the hospital is? Yep, on my way. Take her to the emergency room, and they have this. We don't need to get into the story of it politically, but they have this thing. I've never seen this before. This was several years ago. I'm sure they're all over the place now. They said, okay, let's get an x-ray of it. I'm like, okay. And they come in with this machine, and they put it right over Bean's arm. They said, keep your arm still, honey. And then pop, an x-ray image popped up. I'm not kidding. That is some sci-fi movie. And sure, Schnitzel, I broke her arm. I tell you, I mean, that is a jet ski fail of fails right there. To this day. and she was in competitive swimming, and she quit competitive swimming, and oh my gosh, she calls it her career-ending injury. You're right, Grizz. For real. Like if that were so, if I were to pull that today with like like a friend's kid, or maybe down the road my grandkids, something like that. Oh yeah, they'd sure call CPS on me. Holy mackerel! And and in some ways, it probably justified. But guys, I swear I never hit one that perfectly. I hit a wake. It just, I mean, we were airborne. Oh, poor girl. She suffered the consequences from dad's safety third actions. Yeah. So water gnats. Okay, so Jim's calling them water gnats. A lot of people out here in the West Valley at least call them lake lice. Anglers do not like the sea doers, and here's the reason. And this is why I wanted to talk about this before we got to the fun part of FAFO Friday, Jet Ski Edition. I want to talk about this because I am an advocate for, and I ruffle feathers every time I talk about this. I tick people off, but something got to be done. I am a safety first-ish kind of cat until I say, hey, kids, let's go do something fun. And then it's safety fifth, top 10 maybe. But something has to be done on educating people, educating off-road vehicles, whether it's side-by-side out in the desert, whether it's remember the little three-wheelers? Death traps. Those are just Satan made an off-road vehicle. I can't tell you. I mean, maybe half a dozen. Flips easy. Never broke anything, by the grace of God. But yeah, I mean, those things are crazy. But Sea-Doos out there, and this is why Jim kind of points out on YouTube that, water gnats, lake lice, the nicknames that boaters and anglers have for people on Sea-Doos is because the majority, I would say, let me put it nicely here. The majority of people that rent Sea-Doos and jet skis, Polaris, whatever's out there, have very limited experience on the water, have very limited experience operating any type of a watercraft. And because of that, their antics are awful, they're dangerous, and most likely they're drinking. And that's why, like Jim pointed out, they have nicknames like water gnats and lake lice. That's dangerous. So I don't know. I think it crosses over in all of the conversations that I've had. They've been plenty. Again, and it dates back to when I was 13. I was out in my father's 19-foot Liberty jet boat and wondering how the hell am I able to do this? I don't care. Just I had the thing stomped. It had a loud pedal, big old headers out the back. I was like, I don't know how I'm getting away with it, but I'm getting away with it. I was pulling skiers at 13. Even then, I had the wherewithal to think, this is kind of dumb. Like, how a 13-year-old pulling adult skiing. This is insane. So I've been an advocate and have had these conversations for well over 25 years. And I wasn't really having a conversation back when I was 13 because I was like, shh. Keep your mouth shut, Mike. You don't want to screw up a good thing. But I think at least Sea-Doos, jet skis, Polaris, those type of things, the smaller watercraft, I think there needs to be some education before you can rent them, period. Whether it's an hour class that you got to take, maybe you got to take it online, maybe the rental company, when you book it, say, now you got to hit this link. You have to have this certificate with you when you come in, so you at least know the rules of the water, okay? But then you go to the boats, which I still think should be the same thing. I don't think you should, unless without a driver's license and a water stamp on your driver's license, I don't think you should be able to operate a water vehicle. That's my opinion. I think you need to have some training to do so. And once I go from that, the Sea-Doo jet ski line to the boat line, that's where people lose their mind. I've been operating a boat since I was 2 years old. I'm okay, dude. Jeez. It's the same thing. And you can argue with which is more dangerous, the larger size or the smaller maneuverability. Either way, most times alcohol is involved, and they're just it's dangerous. It is just dangerous. I remember back when I was see here when Bass Lake, California. That was where the movie The Great Outdoors, John Candy and Dan Aykroyd was filmed. And they started renting Sea-Doos and jet skis. And it's only a 4 mile long lake, 4 miles, 4.5 miles long, 2 miles wide, I want to say, or maybe a mile, maybe even just like a mile and a half wide. It's a small body of water. And they had a section. I mean, they started renting Sea-Doos. The town folk, this is a California mountain folk, they weren't having it. They were not having it, to the point where a year later, there was a section of the lake that they can, this was the jet ski section. That's it. Okay. And they demanded that you that you had to pass a little, it wasn't online back then. There was no online. I'm not pass. You had to watch a video and then you could go out. And you know what? No incidents, nothing. Everybody got along. Everybody's cool. Yeah. There's things that we can do. I think off-highway vehicles should have any vehicle that you are operating off the road, whether it's in the desert, a trail of, could be a snow machine, could be a jet ski. You need to have a license for it. I'm sorry. I'm that guy. And you all know me from my other life where I do not promote the expansion of government in any way, shape, fashion, or form. And I'm not about red tape and regulatory stuff. I am about not hearing somebody got ran over on a Sea-Doo. What we're about to see with FAFO Friday is probably the best advertisement for a need for education ever. And don't get me started, because one video that I'm going to play is the big inflatables that you pull behind the boat and everybody's back and forth and around and around and around. I hate those things. I truly do. They're so damn dangerous, but I gotta tell you, so damn fun. I know they're a lot of fun. And I've had my kids on them. I don't like them. Not a fan. Not talking about banning them. I'm just talking about, at least, man, put something on the box. You will die. You can buy this $15.99. And y'all know how I feel about warning labels too, but I telling you, man, it's yeah. I'm telling, it's hellish sleeping on your sister's yacht, Lynn. I bet, our hearts go out to you, my friend. Holy cow, my sister's yacht. I had a buddy that got into yacht sales, and it's just like he'd buying them and selling them and buying them and selling them. He lived on those yachts. Didn't even have a mortgage, didn't have a rent payment. He was just moving the yachts around. That was it. Good living if you get it. I wouldn't mind that at all. Do you remember the movie The Replacements with the great Keanu Reeves as Footsteps Falco? Come on, y'all. You're coming with me on this one. Gene Hackman was the coach. It was NFL went on strike, and they brought in all these hacks, these replacement guys. Yeah. Keanu Reeves' job in that movie before they went and got him to be the quarterback, and all that stuff, and the weird, the silly little goofy rom-com plot line. That dude would just go clean bottoms of boats. He just get in his scuba gear and just go clean bottoms of boats. And I'm telling you, I don't know when I saw that movie. Chris, if you can find out when that movie, let me see. Hold on. When was the movie The Replacements with Keanu Reeves released? Let's see what we got here. Hold on. 2000. Okay, so since 2000. So since I was in my 20s, I've seen that and I was like, that's good living. I would love to do that. That would be fantastic. I just put my scuba gear on, just down there, just kind of whistling to myself through my regulator and just kind of scraping off some boats. Good gig. I'm telling you. I bet you can make a bunch of money doing it. I mean, again, this is not a political show, but I mean, there's a lot of jobs out there where you can make a lot of money that don't require you going to 4 years of college and graduating with $50,000-$60,000 in loans. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. ABCs of me. It is FAFO Friday. Thank you all for being here. Jet ski edition. And there's a couple of combos in here because one's a boat and one has to do with a boat ramp. So one of the toughest things I've had to deal with my the yellow tub marines, my Hobie kayaks. They're 14 and 13 feet long, respectively. They weigh about 100 pounds. Getting around, hauling around is a pain in the tuchus. It just is. And I could imagine it'd be saying it wouldn't be as bad for a Sea-Doo because you actually dedicated Sea-Doo or jet ski trailers that take care of this. Chris, yes, the eating the eggs before the game is hilarious. I need the protein. Just shoveling those things in 1, 2. I can't make hard-boiled eggs without thinking about that scene. That's too funny. Anyway, but the jet ski has its own little trailer. Some guys cheap out. So I need a trailer for. I can lift this thing. It's fine. I'll just put it in the back of the truck. Yeah, welcome to FAFO Friday. We're going to put it in the back of the truck. Here you go. There it is. We're going to back this thing all the way up. Back this truck all the way up so we can get the sea doing it. Can we get the truck out now? Can we get the truck out, guys? Put that in gear, will you? Yeah, it's in gear. Actually, we got this thing wide open. You just can't hear it because it's submerged. It's turned into the new F-150 submarine model. Yeah. They're looking around, too, which is hilarious. The whoever's filming is like, is anyone going to come help these people? Absolutely not. No one's going to come help these people. No one's going to. No one's going to come help them. Nope. Yeah. See? Just yep. And it just keeps getting lower. There's nothing they can do. Nothing they can do. Did you lock the caps? See, but a little old school there, huh? A little old school. Did you lock the caps? Yeah, this is just the level of I'm not thinking clearly when I think I can, because it had to have been thought pre-alcohol. Like maybe maybe they just said, okay, we've had enough to drink today. So forget the trailer, just bring the truck down. We're fine. I get that because you're dumb when you drink, but to think it out in the garage when you're taking off. Okay, we're gonna put that we're gonna throw that right in the back of the truck. Oh, look, it fits, guys. Cool. All right. Are we all gonna get out and kind of lift it up out of the truck and like walk it down the ramp into the water? No. Just back it up. Sweet, good. They thought that was a fantastic idea. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are fantastic ideas. Let's see what's up next. FAFO Friday Jet Ski Edition. Here we go. Look at this. Okay. Now, these guys are in a boat, so here comes a jet ski. What did I say? That wakes are what? Wakes are ramps in the jet ski world. So here comes Captain Jet Ski, right? He's going to go between two boats. He's going to split the uprights and then split his skull. Check this out. Jump! And, there's another guy there. Y'all, there's two jet skis there, both trying to jump the ramps. Look at this. Jump the wake. So look at this. Doot, 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 doot. See that guy right there? Right above the guy's hat backwards? You're wearing your hat wrong. The guy with his hat backwards, see, that's one coming out to jump it that way, which is not what you do. That's you rookie. Well, you're about to learn what rookie is when this happens. Pop! Yeah. That was about I'd say about a $10,000 or $11,000 mistake, and that's not even including bills. That's not even medical bills. Yeah. And by the way, I've seen that happen. But it was that they're doing kind of this turnaround dance thing, this and that, and they both did that whole submerge the front so the wave comes up. They both popped out full throttle. Just those things splint. It's fiberglass. These things splinter like they're nothing. So it just disintegrated. Both guys were fine. Yeah. And by the way, both of them were on borrowed jet skis. Both of them didn't offer to pay for the jet skis. Alcohol. Never your friend. It is, again, FAFO. Right. Jet ski edition. And I think if I'm, oh, no, we're not to my favorite one yet. Let's go with this one here. Okay. This is the inflatable. Remember. And by the way, I pulled skiers on jet skis. I've pulled skiers, I pulled wakeboarders on jet skis, and I pulled these things, these little tubey things on jet skis. Remember when I said I don't like these things? There's a reason I don't like these things. Here it is. Watch. Oh! Right there. Oh, this guy just takes it. Watch this. This is his head. Okay, see it? See. That's his head. His head is going directly at the water like a missile. And right there. That might have been the last thing that dude saw. Look at that. Boom. Ouch. This is why I hate those things. Pop. Oh, and the thing just keeps flying. I might be dead. Wow, that was just on a Sea-Doo. You get a boat out there with some horsepower and forget about it. But the worst part is that you're in a place where maybe you're on a resort and they're renting Sea-Doos out, and you don't, and I'm sorry, I keep calling them Sea-Doos, jet skis out. And these people have never been on, and they say, look, if you don't have this thing back at the 61st minute, like you rent it for an hour, you got it for an hour and 1 minute, either you lose your deposit or we charge you for another hour. That's not cheap. Okay, maybe it's 2 hours, whatever it is. This guy obviously had to have his back on time. A nice little resort. Hey, this guy's coming in hot. Guys, he's coming in hot. Guys, he's coming in hot. Coming in hot. Yeah, believe it or not, those guys just went to the ER to have some minor injuries treated, and that was it. Those guys just got run over in a patio seating, having lunch at a beautiful resort. Got run over by a seated Chris. Made it! Oh, my gosh. I don't know this again. I mean, you just see him coming around. He's just coming in hot up here. He is launched. And this guy's watching him, and they're like, what the? Oh, jet ski. Yeah. See? Okay. Again, my push for education on these things. You're dealing with money, you're dealing with time, you're dealing with alcohol, you're dealing with just a carefree attitude, inexperience. All of that leads to crap like that. I know I'm not turning FAFO Friday into some lecture from me, but I mean, damn, y'all, this is just ridiculous. Holy cow. Okay, I don't know why this is one of my favorite, the favorite ever, but here we go, because you just rule number one in anything that you're being pulled by is hold on, right? Okay, hold on. This girl does not hold on. Hit it. Yeah, here we go. Bye. Look, water, it's getting tight. She should be ready. Nope. Let's see if we can isolate that. Look, wait. She didn't even have a chance. Look, she's not even. There's no. Look at that. Not even the hands weren't even. Look, it's like they weren't even on the handles. She just, yeah. Oh, and away she goes. Yep. There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see if we can get another one here before we got to go. Let's get a few more in. Let's get through these things. All right, here we go. This guy thinks he is. Watch this. Okay, this is a boating. I told you to be crossover. I just wanted to play this one because I can do. I should do a wakeboarding FAFO as well. But since we have it up, let's just go ahead and take care of it and get it going. Here we go. Oh shoot, here we go. All right, watching. All for the TikTok. Ready? Watch this guy. Okay, got it locked in. I'm gonna come back there and get on that with you. Sweetie. All right, here we go. Gonna come on and get there. And you've seen this maneuver. I don't know if you guys have seen this maneuver before, but he's going to attempt to bring her in, and he's going to jump onto that board with her. It's kind of like Ghost riding the whip back in the days. Here we go. Nope. Now your boat's gone, champ. The only thing she can do is hoist herself up and look, she's trying to get to the boat to get up on the deck. Oh, no, boat's gone. Sorry, y'all. You had fun. It was nice to have that big $50,000, $60,000 boat, and it's just it's gone for good. It's now a jet ski. Yeah, bombardier type back in the early 70s. Oh man, seriously, what do they call them? They call them wet bikes earlier in the day, Jim. Something like the bombardier wet bike. Things were just those things were basically that was the version of the three-wheeler of the old three-wheeler we used to romp around in the mountains on. All right, and this guy might have had to get the jet ski back, but he really forgot to get it back. Where? How about this? And by the way, throttle. This is a complete what we call a throttle panic. This is it. Watch this. Here we go. Throttle panic. Go. Throttle panic. I'm going too fast. And nope. Boom. I'm in a tree. I'm checking. Dude just got launched. Let's see you back this up here. Back it up. Watch. Okay. His body's on the Sea-Doo at this point, and then boom. Yep. He's up by that tree now. That's throttle panic. Again? Oh, I want to see. Nope. How do I take my hand? How do I get my thumb off this? Oh. Yeah. It's all right. His buddy is filming. It's all right. It's all good. It's all right. So it's okay. It's totally okay. Everything's okay. Everything is okay. Okay, one more before we wrap it up for the weekend. I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. Robbie, you're gonna do our thing at noon. Obviously, talking about last night's debate, and we'll get to that in moments. But check this out. Yes, as you can see, this is not a sea-doo. This is not a boat. It's not a sea-doo, and it's not a boat, but it's about to become. Just mowing along. I got it. I got it. Hey, where's the throttle on this thing? Hey, where are the brakes? Where are the brakes? Where are the brakes? Nope. And you're a boat. He's a boat. He's a boat now. He's a boat. FAFO Friday. Thank you all for hanging out. You guys are amazing. I love it. Like it, share it out. Let us know. How much fun you're having with the show, and comment along and send us some notes. And remember, Monday. Here's what we're gonna do. Monday, I'd love for y'all guys to be around. Ask me anything. We'll do it. A big Q&A session on Monday. Anything. Hopefully keep it to the outdoors. Maybe it could be personal stories, things like that. Could be with kids, whatever it is. Let me know. I don't hide anything from y'all. So and nothing's off limits, but let's keep it outdoors and let's have some fun on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Get out there and play and have some fun. Maybe get a line in the water. Make it happen. All right. Thanks for hanging out. The Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors. This beautiful outdoor playground of the state.